Our Corsair CX500. This is part of the Builder series from Corsair. It is all black and 500 watts, as you would expect from the CX500. And here on the back of the box, right away, we see we have a Corsair 3-year guarantee and 80+ bronze certified. And we have our 24-pin ATX connector. We have one 8-pin 12-volt connector. We have two PCI Express cables, 6-pin and 8-pin, so the 6 plus 2 pin, two of them. We have 5 SATA connectors, 4 peripheral cables, and one floppy connector, which can come in handy for certain devices these days, not necessarily a floppy drive. And then just give you all diagrams and stuff on the back, and you can see that the 12-volt capacity of this is 456 watts or 38 amps in total. It is a single rail power supply with an AC input current of up to 10 amps at 100 volts and 5 amps at 240 volts. Get it open here. On the side. Here we have a little warranty guide. Safety information, important safety. Remember guys, read that. Safety comes first. Standard US power plug. Half a dozen or so zip ties. And your 4 screws to mount it in the rear of your case. And then we have the power supply unit itself, of course, which you can totally smell. It has that new smell to it. Along with this bag here that says, "Do not eat." Bundle all our cables. And we have our bubble wrap protecting the power supply here for shipment. Which it is very similar to the CX430, which I just did last week. For a different system, I just picked this one up this time because I got it for pretty much the same price. It's still overkill. 430 to 500, it really don't matter for what it's being used for. Just wanted something that was a quality power supply that wasn't going to blow up on him in a month down the road. Or fry out all his components, stuff like that. Just our on-off switch on the back and our power cord connector. Along with our mesh for it to breathe. And on the top, looks like it to be about a 140mm cooling fan on the top as well. And no matter which way you do, if you have in your case this way, you have a Corsair logo pointing up. And if you flip it this way as well, it is also facing up on the other side, which is always very nice and convenient to have. And our assortment of cables, which I will go through and measure all these and check the lengths on them. I have a feeling they are probably the same as what was on the CX430. But you never know, they may be slightly different, but I'm assuming it would be the same. One difference I know is there are 2 PCI Express connectors on the 500 watt version, when the 430 watt version only has a single. And the thing that I find funny is it is a 6 plus 2 pin. I mean, like on the 430 watt you just have the one. Well, what kind of graphics card that has one PCI Express is an 8 pin? I don't think I've seen one. If it's just one, it's a 6 pin. The only time you find an 8 pin is if there's 2 or more. So to me it seems kind of weird. Maybe there is, but I've never seen a single 8 pin connector on a graphics card before. But I could be wrong. And once again, this is a pretty budget friendly power supply, and the sleeving. Every cable is sleeved. Pretty much all go right up to the end, just a couple, maybe 4 or 5 millimeters there at the very end is not sleeved. Other than that, they are. And another convenient thing is sometimes they will be sleeved up to the first connector, and then your second and third connector and so on will not be sleeved from that point on. But on here they have sleeved it, each individual connector in between, so it goes all the way. The one that is missing the most sleeving would be your ATX power cable here, and well, that is because it gets so fat down there at the bottom, it gets so wide. I mean, I suppose I could do it, but this just makes it a lot simpler and easier and more cost effective. And one thing would be nice too if they would do, which I don't think I've seen yet, is actually just have like all the wires black, or excuse me, actually I have seen it, but not very many power supplies. Usually you'll have your all multicolors there, but the reason for that is just for manufacturing purposes. It makes it a lot easier for the people assembling these to put them together when they can see which color's which and which wire's which. I mean, if all the wires are black, it would take longer, it would be harder, and it'd just be more expensive and more time consuming to produce, resulting in a higher price for the end user. But that's about it. That is the Corsair CX500 System Builder Series power supply with a 3-year warranty, and it is all black to fit in with our black case as well.